another segment on sugar gliders. Today I'd like to talk about diets and how to make BML, or Bourbon's Lead Beater's diet, which is what I chose to feed my sugar gliders because it was the most natural diet that I could find that required lots of ingredients that I already had around my household. There are other diets like LGRS and HPW that you can buy already mixed on the internet. They cost a lot of money, and I found that BML is easier to make than the internet leads you to believe. So I'll go ahead and get my ingredients together and I'll show you how to make BML. You will need 1/2 cup of honey, 1 hard-boiled egg, and 1/4 cup of apple juice. Okay, so you want to go ahead and add your 1/2 cup of honey and 1/4 cup of apple juice. It must be name brand because off-brands come with more sugar in them, and since you're already adding the honey, you want to add more sugar to it. And then your hard-boiled egg, which I chopped up to make it a little easier on your blender, and it gives more consistency when the eggs get chopped up more. You want to go ahead and blend this because you have a lot of ingredients to add, and you want it blended thoroughly. So go ahead and blend these 3 ingredients together.
You will need 1 teaspoon Repcal Herbivite, 2 teaspoons Repcal Calcium, and 1 4-ounce Gerber yogurt
After you've blended, you can go ahead and add your second 2 ingredients, your Repcal Herbivite and your Repcal Calcium Phosphorus Free. And you can get these on the internet or your local pet store, like I said. PetSmart carries it, so if you have a PetSmart, then you're good to go. This is 4-ounce yogurt juice. You can find it in the baby section. They come with different kinds of fruits. I chose banana because it seems like my sugar gliders would most likely like it. Now blend that well, and then you're on to your next 3 ingredients. Now it's time for your final 3 ingredients. 2.5-ounce jars of chicken and gravy baby food. You can use turkey and gravy as well. You can go ahead and add those to your blender. 1/2 cup of oatmeal baby cereal. You can also use rice cereal. And last, 1/4 cup of wheat germ. Doesn't matter what brands that you use, but specifically for the baby food, try to use Gerber. Go ahead and blend that well, and that is it for making BML. There's one last step in the BML process, and that's serving. How are you going to get this nice looking sludge to your sugar gliders? Well, the fantastic people from the internet discovered that you can freeze it in little ice cube trays in 1 tablespoon portions per glider and serve it every night with their meal. There are also, since this has to have a 2-to-1 phosphorus ratio, you need to serve fruits and veggies every night with your BML. The last thing I want to talk about in my video is snacks. What kind of snacks are good for sugar gliders and what kinds are bad? Well, first of all, the things that you absolutely do not want to feed your sugar gliders is chocolate, garlic, or onions. These things are very poisonous to sugar gliders and can potentially cause death. I keep a lot of snacks on hand because sugar gliders can be picky at times. They can like one thing one day and not like it the next day. I keep things like dried apricots, dried mealworms. Mealworms can be fattening, so I wouldn't recommend feeding these all the time unless your sugar glider needs to gain weight. You can also get live mealworms at your local pet store. Dried snap peas. My sugar gliders really like these. They're really crunchy, kind of like chips, but absolutely healthy for your sugar gliders. Dried fruit, vegetable chips like zucchinis and squashes, and they smell really good. People can also eat these too, so don't be a stranger in your produce section of your supermarket. You can often find things like this, and you and your sugar gliders can enjoy that. I keep canned crickets on hand. My sugar gliders don't really like these, even though they're supposed to like insects. Mine don't. At least not canned ones for that. And last but not least, Leo's favorite, peanut butter. This is also very fattening, so I wouldn't give this to your sugar gliders on a daily basis, but it is a nice treat for your sugar gliders. And if you have any questions about diet, I'll post the recipe for BML in the comment section, and if you have any questions, please post them below.
Thank you for watching my video on diet. Stay tuned for my next video on how to play with your sugar gliders.